Hello, everyone. Good morning and welcome to Wow Wednesday. Yes, yes, yes. I am your host this morning, Nancy Matthews, one of the founders of Women's Prosperity Network. And I'm bringing you this midweek boost of motivation, education, and inspiration. And you will be motivated, inspired, and educated today. I promise you that because our guest, Dr. Patricia Rogers, always brings brilliance, gems of wisdom, and a whole lot of spirit to our conversation. So I'm so glad that Dr. Patricia Rogers is with us today. We'll be bringing her on in just a moment. Yes, yes, yes. Before we kick in, let me share some updates and happenings in the wonderful world of WPN. And we've got lots going on in this season as we are gearing up. First of all, tomorrow, giving thanks to all of you who are part of our community as you give thanks for all the wonderful things in your lives as well. And then rolling into the holiday season, gearing up for 2025. This is a perfect time to pause, reflect on the past year, celebrate your accomplishments, and also set your sights and intentions on what new do you want to create in the coming year? What new goals, intentions, and desires? Maybe some things you no longer want that you thought you did. So we have an event coming up next week, which is called Unleash and Ignite to craft your 2025 success roadmap. So go to womensprosperityNetwork.com, click on the events tab, and you'll see all the amazing ways to join us, including this special workshop, which is done as a 3-day mini event. So we're going to do 2 hours a day, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Put your plan together. We've got some great guest speakers joining us as well. And then I also want to let you know next Wednesday, which is December the 4th, we are celebrating our wow anniversary. So this show that we're offering, that you're part of right now, has been constant, in effect, every single Wednesday morning since 2009. December 2009 is when we kicked off the first Wow Wednesday. So this next week, December 4th, we're having our anniversary celebration. And what that means, you get prizes when you show up. We're going to have fun games and giveaways. It's going to be amazing. So be sure you tune in next Wednesday as well. And with that, that's some of our happenings. And there's nothing more happening than the lady that's in the house, the lady in red, Dr. Patricia Rogers. Woo-woo, welcome, my friend.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Nancy, for having me.
I
And how
am
are you
delighted
today?
that you're with us. I am good and excited for our conversation. We're going to dive into, with Dr. Patricia Rogers, visibility in a virtual world. And let me share a little bit about Dr. Pat and her background, and you'll quickly see why she is sharing this powerful topic with you so that you gain more visibility. Dr. Patricia Rogers is a strategic expert in enhancing visibility and authority through public speaking opportunities and her annual and virtual events hosted by Unity in Service. She is recognized for her talent in promoting others and has carved a unique niche in her industry. As the CEO of Unity in Service, she leads a team of virtual assistants committed to transforming chaos into clarity. Yes, we all want that. Our public speaking academy helps clients craft their unique stories and provides both virtual and live stage opportunities to ensure they are seen and heard. A two-time international public speaking champion and two-time international best-selling author, Dr. Rogers also serves as a business coach, virtual event host, and organizer. Her background includes 29 years of service as a retired corrections lieutenant and 12 years as a U.S. Army veteran. And she is a proud graduate of St. Thomas University. This woman is about service, is about leading, is about creating opportunities for others to advance. And I am so glad you are with us today, my friend. Good morning.
Awesome. Oh, good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you so much for that warm introduction. And it's good that we're reminded sometimes about the journey that we have traveled. And just listening to that, it sounds like a lot, and it is a lot. And in the midst of all of that, though, what I don't want us to forget is the trials and the challenges and all the things that try to stop us. We can't forget about those milestones that we crossed and we hurdled over and we came through and we stayed focused and we achieved the goals that we was desiring. That was awesome. Thank you so much. That was not a part of my script.
Was totally from your heart, of course. And yeah, it's important for us to reflect back on our achievements and our accomplishments and get recommitted to goals moving forward. I think that inspires us all along the way. Now I want to jump right into the topic because it's a big topic, creating visibility in a virtual world and in a what can feel like a very crowded marketplace on all of the different platforms you can go to. So, what are some of the ways? We're going to jump right in, get a pen and paper, everyone, and start writing this stuff down, right? So, what are some of the things that we can do to make our brand more memorable? Like, what are some of the things that we can do?
Okay, I'm going to address that as maximizing our virtual presence, which should definitely be memorable, because that's the only way that we are going to stay at the top of the minds of the people that we engage with, come in contact with in this virtual landscape that we are living in, because it is what it is. So that's very true about being memorable. And how do we maximize our visibility in this virtual network world that we're in?
Yeah.
And the first thing I want to attack is through networking. Networking is the first thing. And I say that because we all have to go where the people are. And when we do that, that gives us an opportunity, first of all, to make ourselves known and
Mhm.
for them to remember who we are, but and know what we do to serve them. And I believe that networking is definitely the bloodline to our business. And that's whether it's personal, in person, or whether it is virtually. We have to get up, suit up, and we have to show up for other people so that they will get to know who we are. Secondly, I want to address public speaking. Public speaking opportunities is an investment in your business. And I say that for some of you who don't know that, but when you pour into public speaking, you are investing in yourself. And when we invest in ourselves through the services of other people, then what happens? Our value goes up. And then
That was
there,
so good. Well, that was really good. When we invest in ourselves and grow our skills, our value to others goes up and they pay you more. Right?
absolutely. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. And
Yeah,
I learned that from being in WPN. It hit me one day, well, my God, all this, and a matter of fact, other coaches that I've had, when I look at the amount of money that I've invested in myself, I told my son one day, I said, I understand why people say we better, they get more from us when we're dead than when we're alive, because we put so much value into us, so I look at it that way, and that is something that I am able to have been enabled me to not mind investing in other people, because I'm going to get something out of it. When you go with intention, you're going to get something out of it. So whatever it is for me, I have to show up and then have my bucket open and ready to receive. And I'm sure all of us that's on this platform today, on this call, who are members of WPN, we all know that we would not be where we are today had we not stuck and stayed in this organization, because you guys really teach us. So I come to receive. Some events for public speaking is free, and then there's some that cost a fee. And so the door swing both ways. So really, I say that because we have no excuse for not showing up, you know, uh, and taking advantage of the speaking opportunities. And I believe, and I've heard it in your organizations all the time. I heard it first from WPN. You reach more people when you show up and invest in public speaking. You
absolutely.
reach more people. So I give you
Yeah,
all kudos for that. And
thank
then,
you.
of course,
Wait,
social
hold on.
media presence.
Hold on. No, no, no. We got to dial in. I don't want to go
Okay,
through
go
this
ahead.
too fast, right?
Okay.
So one of the things that I hear people say, business owners say over and over again, is I need more leads, I need more prospects, I need more clients. Well, what Dr. Pat just dropped here is the number one way for you to get more clients. You got to be where the people are, sitting at your computer, hiding behind the screen, hiding behind all of that stuff, and playing on your phone is not the most direct path to get customers, to get clients, to have people that you're serving and they're paying you in exchange. I love that you started with networking is number one. You got to go where the people are so they can see you. And when you show up, particularly in this virtual world, and pet peeve, I'm going to drop it in here. Like Dr. Pat always says, I'm going in. So I'm going in. When you show up for a virtual networking event or a training or whatever it is, put your camera on. How do you can't be seen if your camera is not on, right? I know that that's big for you too.
It's big. That's huge for me. That's very huge for me. I tell some of the young ladies that have worked with me, and they have to show up to certain events. When they do show up, and sometimes every now and then I might get you got a problem with the technology. I understand that. But in
Yeah, me
that
too.
case, I have to say this. I tell them, because you're representing our brand, I'd rather you don't show up at all. Because that glitch, fix it, and then we're gonna keep moving. But right now, it means a lot how we show up, because people will not buy, they'll buy from Macy's before they buy from the thrift store, all because of appearance.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I replicate a real business. The stores that I shop in, they look good. They not hidden behind or under a tent. I know Macy's is there. I know Dillard's is there. I know all those stores that I want to go to. I can see them. I can go in, and it's attractive. And that's how I pride Unity and Service.
Yeah. And I want to say, just look at her virtual background. She is perfectly positioned, right? She's not over the letters. She's got a picture there. She's got the company name. Like thought and care was put into creating that. You know how to get in touch with her. All of the elements are perfectly aligned for that top brand experience. All of these things matter as you're saying, I want more clients, I want more leads, prospects. How are you showing up? That's the first
That's
thing.
right.
You actually show up and then pay attention to how you show up. And then the
And
second,
Nancy,
yeah,
I'm
go.
sorry, but I'm glad you brought that. I'm glad I just want to tap that. You just brought up this virtual background. I'm going to say this to everybody that's on this platform. I know many of you know me, but there may be somebody that does not. And I'm going to tell you something about people. I'm going in now. People are nosy. Some people
Mm,
will be checking your website when you're on these platforms if it's there. And a lot of times people come to me and they schedule with me. They said, I've already checked out your profiles and everything. I've already
yeah.
looked at, you don't know when they did it. But if you're ready, when you hit these platforms and have that information there, and you in these networking events, people are checking you out and you don't even know it. And I always say, people need people. So people
That's
are
right.
looking for you. They're looking for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Good stuff. All right. So the second thing in terms of showing up is to do public speaking, to speak to groups, because it's a way to leverage your time. It's a way to position yourself as an expert, and it's a way to switch from the one-to-one model to the one-to-many model.
That's right.
Huge, hugely important. And what do you think? Because we're going to transition into social media. I know you wanted to go there next. What do you think in terms of like doing videos on social media? Like, is that part of public speaking or is that separate?
Doing social media, yes, social media presence is essential. Consistency builds momentum. And this is where the videos come into play. A lot of times we think that posting is just enough, affirmations is just enough. It is enough. But guess what? It's not enough. for you to get the visibility that you really, really desire, for you to stand out amongst the crowd. A lot of people don't do a lot of live videos. They don't like to go live stream. That's huge because videos is definitely 85% conversion. When you do a video, people are admiring the fact that you took the leap to do that video. So they're stuck, because this is for those people who we're trying to inspire now. Okay, because we're leaders and we want to grab those people who are looking for us. And some people are still intimidated about doing videos. So when you do a video, it gives other people permission to do the same. That's huge. That's huge. So, and
Absolutely.
video captures the attention of the people. And I'm going in when you brought up that video. If you're going to do a video, smile, smile, smile. I'm smiling now. I'm smiling now. You got to put some excitement in that thing. When you're excited about what you're talking about, it excites everybody else. Body language. Y'all see what I'm doing? I'm doing all that stuff for a reason. I want y'all to pay attention to me. I want to capture your attention. So what do? I got to get all involved in this conversation. And that's what captures the attention of people when you're doing a video. And again, people are watching you and people want to do what you do. So I believe, I hear it so often, you inspire me. How many of y'all heard that? Raise your hand. You inspire me. I've been watching you. I've been following you. We hear it all the time. So definitely, videos is definitely a part of being, raising your visibility on these social platforms that we do. And I'm going to say this lastly about videos. Ladies and gentlemen, you do not have to go out to do a video. All you got to do is do a video when you're already out. You're already out. You dressed, your hair look good, your haircut's on, whatever, however it is, your makeup's on, whatever. Just keep your selfie stick with you at all times. Invest. It's only $19, $20. Keep it in your purse. I keep one in my car and one in my house, right here by my computer. Because when I'm ready to go live, and y'all know people love to see what you're doing in your personal life, you got to let the people in. Let them in. I was cleaning out the yard the other day, had my 2 kids in. I put it on video because people, and I got a lot of hits on it, because a lot of times when you're posting your content about working, about your business, you think people are not watching. But if you posted something that was personal and let's say you have over 200 hits, 2,000, whatever it is, those same people are there when you're posting about your business.
That's
So it
right.
doesn't matter whether they respond or not when you're posting your business. What matters is that you stay active and consistent in showing up. And trust me, when they want what you have, they will find you. They will find you. And of course, commenting on other people's posts.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Wait,
I
wait,
get
wait.
that.
We're gonna come back to that because this selfie stick thing is a big deal. So I remember when we met, when you came to your very first Women's Prosperity Network event, you had your selfie stick, and this was almost 10 years ago almost.
2015.
This
Yeah.
woman practices what she preaches. And I remember you're like, come on, let's take a picture, which is phenomenal because you always want to get live pictures of being at events and being seen with celebrities. And you said something to me later on. I think you divulged this a little bit later, that actually you're a little bit shy. People wouldn't think that about you. So, can you speak to that and how you use the selfie stick as a tool?
That was my first event. I was looking at those pictures the other night, and I will be posting them in the chat in our Women's Prosperity Network group. I saved them, I downloaded them, and everything. I was like, wow, that was my first time going to WPN Level Up. I think it was Level Up in Fort Lauderdale. And I knew you were one of the sisters. I knew Trish, she was already doing the event. Then when I looked in the back of the room, there was Nancy. And I said, okay, that's Nancy. But it was Nancy, her appearance, that attracted me to her. The fact that I'm coming out of corporate America, I'm used to being professional, I'm used to wearing uniforms, coming out of church wearing uniforms, in military wearing, it was just a professional demeanor. And I knew when I looked at her, I said, that's I need her to coach me. Because I could tell she was a no-nonsense person. I could tell she was smart. And that's what it happens when you find those people who have what you want. Trisha
Mhm.
she had already been doing the event, so I already knew her demeanor was just really on point. And then I learned later. So I came back there to where you were. I wanted that
And
picture
then
of you. And I came back there and I said, "Can I have a picture of you, please?" And when she smiled and said yes, because I didn't know, that was my first time. I didn't know. And she smiled and said yes. I didn't stop at one picture, y'all. I said, "Come on, let's go over here. Let's go. I don't warmed up now. Let's do it right here. Can you?" Okay. So this is how it works. And so that little fear that I was carrying, that I didn't know what your response or reply was going to be, is the same fear that we experience in any and everything we go out to achieve that we've never done before. So, what is the
Mm.
best way to get through the fear, to get to where you want to go, is to just do it. 2 words. Just do it. I asked the right question and I got what I wanted. And I still have those pictures today.
I can't wait to see them. It's been a long time,
Yeah.
so I can't wait to see those pictures. And I remember that moment in time. And that's the other thing. Listen in. I remember the moment of meeting Dr. Pat because of how she showed up. She showed up interested, she showed up enthusiastic, showed up wanting to take pictures. This is a good one, to help promote my brand. She
Yeah.
wasn't doing it for herself. She was like, she took pictures. And if you start following Dr. Pat, you are going to see how brilliant she is at promoting others, giving others visibility. And by her lifting others up, she's naturally lifted up right alongside them. She doesn't have to boast and tell you how amazing she is. She's doing it.
Yeah.
So I just love that about you, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And of course, I've been in WPN ever since. And then I learned they had another system. I'm like, "Oh Lord, I got three for the price of one." I got Trish, Nancy, and when they said that gold membership, I did the gold, and then later on, I heard you all say lifetime, and I think I picked that phone up the next day or so, and I called
Good.
Susie, and I said, "I would like to know what can I do to do the lifetime time," and I've been here ever since. So
Yeah.
God is
Good.
good, and I would not be where I am today if I had not stuck and stayed.
Mhm.
I'm going to admit, every time I'm in session coaching programs and on platforms with you guys, I'm not always mentally present, but when I'm not mentally present because of what's going on in my own life, I tell myself my goals don't care nothing about how you feel. You need to get to that event.
Oof,
Get up, put your clothes on, sit at the computer, because
that's
your
right.
goals don't care about how you feel. And before I know it, I come in, I push through those emotions, I push because I can't do nothing about some of that stuff anyway at that
Mm.
moment. So why am I gonna
Right.
let it take me out of the moment that will assist me in getting through those emotions because my mind is no longer on that, and then come on this platform and I always, always am happy that I followed through and push myself through the challenges that I have. Because guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I have them too. I just
Mm.
don't boast about it. I have them
Did
too.
you all did you all just receive that wisdom she dripped in? Right? Your goals don't care about your feelings. And in the moment of the feelings, if you're dwelling about some problem that you have no control over, why lose the joy and the opportunity this moment brings to move you further? Right? And when you show up, and you know this, when you show up at an event with like-minded people, which is what our community is all about, you end up even feeling better because you showed up. Somebody that like God whispers to you through other people as opposed to getting stuck in our own heads. So that was a powerful, powerful piece. Very good.
Thank you. That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, 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 yes. And of
Yeah.
course, good content. We must post good content, and we've already elaborated on that. How we show up. We want our backgrounds to look good. If you're gonna do a video, just make sure the background is okay. Most places when you're out, it's beautiful. And then of course, when we're on social media and you're doing a live, you just make sure the background, whether it's in your home or whether it's out in public, just pick a nice spot that's appealing to the people. That's very important too. And again, body language. And of course, when you do videos, now we have what we call word captions. If you can use your word captions, if you study these platforms, all these systems that we have are here to make our business run smoothly. All we have to do is with the human mind is learn how to use them. You don't have to know them all. We hear so much stuff, but you feel bad. Well, I can't do that. I can. the first thing I say when I hear a lot of things and I know that what I already have is working for me, I say, well, I'll let to myself, I say, I'll let somebody else have that. I'm gonna hold what I have. Why? Because that is the tool that works for me because there are many, many systems. So we just have to find that one, or two, or three, depending on what our task is, learn how to use it and let it maximize you and your visibility. So that's very important,
Yeah.
and then of course scheduling your posts. A lot of people, oh, I don't have time. I don't have time. How do you do it? How do you do? Do you ever sleep? They say all these things to me.
I
I
do
sleep.
wonder that about you.
A lot of times I'm sleep. My posts are going out every day. A lot of
Mm.
times I'm sleeping or I'm out eating. My post is going out every day. But I will say this: when I'm out eating, sitting down, or doing something, riding in a plane, riding on, I'm engaging as well. I knew I was going on that cruise. I posted up for that whole week so I can be my face can be on social media. But while I'm on that cruise or while I'm on that with you, while I'm on that plane, while I'm in that Uber or in my daughter's car, all them times my hand not on the wheel, I'm on my social media. I maximize it. And because I need to engage, I got to go back. Somebody's talking to me, and somebody might be saying, oh, I'm interested in speaking at one of your events. If I don't go back and engage, I miss that message. And even though
Oh,
I
that
have
was a big
people,
one. This, oh, whoa, 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 this was big. So we can post content, we can post videos, but what you just said is the secret to converting and serving those people at the next level. Dial in on that a little bit.
okay, okay, and you're absolutely right. It's happened to me so many times, and I say to myself, "Oh my God, I'm glad I saw that." Because the people who are posting for me, when they do post, we have a team, and we work together. We post for one another.
Mhm.
We do all of that. But that comes to Patricia. I have to be able to go see because that's not their responsibility. They're not going to have my language. Let me put it that way. Now, I may have them send something to me and say, you might need to look at this. But still, it's so many people on social media. I don't expect them to catch everything. So I have to do my part, and I have to go back and engage. And not only that, I do want those people to know who I am and know that I'm real. So therefore, what do? I I see that post and I comment on that post. And I also go down the feed sometimes and I would just hit share on LinkedIn, it's repost. Repost. I tell
Mhm.
my team right now with the event we have coming up, don't post no more stuff. We have so much stuff out there. All y'all do is hit repost. Just hit repost. That's it. Don't post no more. Just hit repost. And that still goes into every because our
Other
team is global,
places.
still
Yeah.
goes into every community of that individual, every network. So it is what it is. But the bottom line is this thing is really not hard. We make it hard because we think or we make excuses for ourselves. And this is where coaches come into play. This is where I come into play. So,
Mhm.
my question to you is if you want to know how to do scripts on social media, you want to know how to show up on social media, you want to know how to do videos, all those little things, it don't take that long to learn, but it's an investment. So, all of that's important. And trust me, I have a client right now, my first client for my academy, speaking academy. I decided to do that next year. And this gentleman came to me from the corporate arena that I worked in law enforcement. And he texted me. He says, been with some of the big wigs, but I've been watching you. As a matter of fact, I've been running from you, trying to avoid you. He said, but you have what I want. And he took that training. He's still in that training. He'll be graduating in January. We'll be giving him a certificate at our January event. And so he's on social media. He has LinkedIn set up. He has his a Facebook page set up. He has alignable set up. All of those profiles takes time, but it's an investment. He knows how to post now. He was doing none of that. He knows how to post. He knows how to create affirmations. And he knows how to use Chat GPT. Thanks to you, Nancy. Woo, woo.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I was just studying some new stuff, but that's for another day. Um,
That was part
all
of the
right.
package. I taught him that. So this is what it's about. And he got a YouTube channel now. He called me one day. He said, "Oh my God!" I told all my kids. He said, "Hey y'all, I'm on YouTube." I said, "It's nothing like being on YouTube, uploading those videos, all this content we have, and sitting down on your sofa. And when I have company come over here, first thing I do, I turn on YouTube and I think Dr. Patricia Rogers. All my videos pop up. So when people come in the house, guess what they're gonna see? And my son says sometimes, he said, okay, y'all, everybody sit down. Mama want us to watch her on TV.
I love it. I love it. Oh my goodness. So, Dr. Pat, you actually, let me speak to the audience. As you can tell, she is passionate, she is committed to not only growing herself and her brand, but more importantly, growing you. It's everything that she's about. She has been through the hurdles and the challenges coming out of corporate, building a brand, and she is the visibility queen, the strategist that's going to get you there. And she creates these beautiful opportunities for you to get visibility at the next level. So pay attention. And Dr. Pat, tell us what you have coming up this year and into 2025 to help us gain more visibility, reach more people, and serve more. What do you got coming up for us?
Awesome. First of all, I want to say that I have coming up December the 8th. I teach individuals how to host virtual events. We post a lot of that on social media. So if you don't know, I'm saying it for those who not there, don't know. I taught many entrepreneurs how to host events. Why is that? Because when I went to Nancy's public speaking training and I told her I was hosting events in my backyard selling LegalShield, Nancy said to me that day, she said, LegalShield is a good company. She said, but what does Pat Rogers have to give? So I had to discover my gifts and my talents. And I'm so glad that I did. And that's when I had learned in the process when I was discovering that I host events and I love bringing people together. So that led me into hosting events. And when Nancy said to me, you're already hosting those events for free. All you got to do is monetize. And that was what I needed to get started. And I stopped hosting events in 2014 in my backyard for free. And I started going into hotels after I took public speaking training. And the speakers invest in their speaking opportunities. For 9 years now, I've been doing this, as well as the attendees. We sell tickets. And then there are those nonprofits that I'm affiliated with, like Lorelei. They get tickets for free. She bring your people. I give you complimentary tickets.
Love
Why?
it.
Because people need people.
People need
So
people. So, you have a hot topic speaker event coming up.
yes,
Uh,
yes, yes. That's on
so
the
I just
December the 6th.
so December
December the
6th,
6th.
Friday, December 6th, next Friday. Tickets are only $10 and go
And
to Hot Topic Speakers 2024.eventbrite.com. I just put the link in the chat and
thank you.
also on the Facebook. So go to Hot Topic Speakers 2024.eventbrite.com. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, I'm glad you did. I was trying to go there, but I know I be talking so much. But yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, Nancy, because that is an event for Jasmine Ofori. She is one of my clients. She's one of my mentees. And Jasmine, she's really one of my partners because Jazz have taught me some things. I'm going in, y'all. And I saw immediately she came to your event when I first invited her in 2021, 22, I think it was. I believe 22, maybe 23. And then from that, she came to one of my events, and we've been joined on the hips ever since. And Jasmine, so she decided to step outside of her box, and she wanted to host an event. So I'm teaching her how to host that virtual event. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's not just about the event; it's about celebrating her her moment and her moment to shine, and her willingness to take a leap into the abyss of the place of the she had no clue. And she'll be hosting future events. So when you get to know her now, you know me. You get to know Jazz. That's another platform. You know me. You know Margaret Thorley. That's another platform. You know me. You know Dr. Lawana. There's another platform. And the list goes on and on and on. Joanna. All these ladies, these are platforms that people raise up from time to time. And if you're visible or if you're checking your email, you'll see some of these invites or on social media. A lot of us love social media. So we post more on social media probably than we do send email. But at any rate, I'm just saying, and the same thing, I'm touch tax to Nancy. You come to these Wild Wednesdays, you come to the networking with a twist and stuff, you're gonna meet more people. All of us are connected. And again, I can't stress it enough. People need people. So come on out December the 8th. We're also doing a collaboration book. Would love to have you in the book. The cost is only $650, and you're going to be able to be on the main stage in October the 18th. On October the 18th, we're going live. We're going in person. We're going to Atlanta, and we're working on that. And that person, when you're in that book, that puts you on the big stage Okay, so I'm letting you know because we need expert panelists, and this is why it's only 650 because it sort of covers both your fees as it relates to being paying for a ticket to come to the event. You're also going to be speaking at the book launch, which will be October the 17th. We're going to do the virtual, and that will be the book launch. And then the next day, we're going on into the live. We're going to go run on over there to Atlanta from McDonough and do the live. So we have it all planned and mapped out. We're still planning. But ladies and gentlemen, in that book, you're also going to be on the front cover. And that's what I've always said. If ever I do my own collaboration book, I want all my authors on the front cover. The only cover I've been on, that book that I've been, I guess it's two. The first one was with you guys when you all did Journey to the Stage.
Yeah.
That was the first book that I had. Our pictures were on the cover, and that's something I've always envisioned. And there are other many perks that go along with that. And the number of words is only what 1,500 words, and the down payment is 200. You can secure that spot for 200 and have it paid off by the end. I think we said by the end of February or something like that. And then we're gonna meet up with all of everybody.
Amazing.
But that collaboration book, we already have, I think, about 7 people already in it. I just started it last week, so don't hesitate, don't wait, because as they used to say, wait broke the wagon down. Because God gives us the vision, and He's already got the people in place. So I hope that you are one of them. And that's what we have coming up in 2025. Taking the leap, and I'm gonna go back to an in-person event, and I'm gonna give it a try. One day, we're gonna do one day virtual, and then the next day we're going to do the in-person. And God is already showing us that His approval is still ready for us to go, because He's already touching the hearts of the people at the hotel. How about that? And so with that, that is the main thing that we need. And Nancy keeps freezing, so I guess I just have to keep talking. So if anyone have any questions, I will open the floor for you to have questions. If you have any questions for me, I'll be happy to answer them. I guess you can come off mute. Anybody?
Hi, Dr. Patricia. Good morning.
Hi.
Hi, good morning. My name is
Hey,
Latasha.
Nelly.
My name is Latasha McCoy, and
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was me.
hold on.
Go ahead, Tasha.
Okay, yes, ma'am. First of all, this is my first time on the Women's Prosperity Network platform here. I forgot how I got introduced to it, but anyway, I'm here, and I also am going to get a chance to participate at the Hot Topics. Just be there as a participant for the Hot Topic event, so I'm excited about that. But I just want to say thank you for sharing what you shared today. Definitely a blessing to meet you, Jasmine. And I have met. She's a beautiful soul. And so, yeah, I just wanted to say thank you. And this was just absolutely amazing. I'm looking forward to more events like this and connecting with you.
Awesome. Thank you, Latasha. I'm looking forward to having a one-on-one with you. I hope that the ladies have dropped my calendar link in the chat. Please schedule with me, anybody, at your earliest convenience, because again, this is all we have, this virtual landscape. And the best way for us to get to know one another is to schedule a session, and let's do it that way. And I would love to get to know you. And I'll share with you more opportunities that we have, because we have at least 8 events a year, virtual events, and we want you to get your message in front of the masses. And our platform does not discriminate. We don't pick your topic, God does. And I want to thank Laura Lee for being a speaker at this upcoming event, Jasmine for being a speaker at this upcoming event. Well, Jasmine is the host, so, and I'm sure Ann is on the platform somewhere. And the list goes on. I just want to say that I could not have done it all these years without God sending me the right people. Peace, I want to thank you for all your hosting and all of that good stuff. Just everything. I just can't call everybody's name. I see a few Freeman. Yeah, I see a few of you. Dr. Roz has been on our platform many times. She helped
I
us when
think
we
I'm
first.
back. Dr. Pat, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. You are
Dr.
back, and
Pat?
you're looking. Yes,
Oh my
you're back,
goodness.
and you're looking
I am
lovely.
back. Sorry. The internet was not my friend just a few minutes ago, but I'm back.
You
Thank
taught
you
us,
for
but you taught us
I'm so
well.
glad I was going to say I could count on you to carry it for us. So let's go
Mhm.
ahead. And this is our opportunity to ask some questions of Dr. Pat. So okay if we get started with that? All right. Let's go to Nellie Williams.
Good morning, ladies. Dr. Pat, you and I have bumped into each other many times here on WPN, the different groups, and I want to commend you on taking the reins when you needed to, because you didn't miss one beat when Nancy had her technical issues, and boy, don't we have them all. But the pearls of wisdom that you dropped in this call are priceless. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Nelly. Awesome. Thank you. Yes, and it's been nice interacting with you in those breakout rooms because even though we have a lot of women in the organization, we don't get to meet everybody one-on-one. And like I said, this is all we have. So it's been nice every time we and you have been in that room lately, quite a bit this year.
Yes,
So God
thank
is good, and I feel like I'm getting to know you, and I love you, and I do enjoy spending how you take over in the room. We kind of all of us are leaders, and it's just good to see how we all function and discipline ourselves. And I just appreciate your professionalism.
Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, Nellie. That was well said. She is stellar. Just keeps on going. She's professional all the way. Love it, love it. As are you, by the way. So thank you, Nellie. Let's go to Peg Duchesne. And then if you have a question or comment for Dr. Pat, you can raise your hand, or if you're on the phone, just hit unmute yourself. And if you're with us on Facebook, you can put your question in the comments and I'll bring it to Dr. Pat. So Peg Duchesne, good morning.
Good morning, Nancy. Good morning, Pat. Dr. Pat, it's so great to be with you. You and I have known each other for, I think, 3 or 4 years now. You're always on the cutting edge, always sharing great ideas with people. And you and I earlier this year were in the compilation book, All Zoomed Up. And you were a true leader in that endeavor, as well as all that you do. Happy to know you, and I can't wait for your event in early December. So thank you.
Awesome. Love you, Peg. You know that. You know that. How are you, sweetie? I miss you. I haven't seen you lately. I saw
I'm
you
recovering from hip surgery, but I'm on the
Oh,
on the downslope. It's getting much better now. Thank you.
I'm so happy when I saw you. I'm like, oh, there's Peg. And I was trying to call your name, but I have to remember this nasty platform. So when she came back, I had to remember Peg. I need to shut up. But I wanted to call your name.
It's all good. Thank you so much.
And I might be calling you, honey, because I'm on that hip list too. And that's why I said to everybody, I have problems too. But you know what? As long as I can get up, I'm going to suit up and I'm going to keep showing up and sit my hind part in this chair. And then I may be calling you to give me some overview of how what's to be expected. My doctor already said I'm ready whenever you are. But I ain't ready.
And you're like, I'm not ready. All right, let's I want to share a comment from Facebook from Betsy Rosum about Dr. Pat. She said, I remember when Dr. Pat first came to WPN, and she walks her talk brilliantly. She is a perfect example of what she teaches. Yes, yes, yes.
Oh,
So you want to connect with Dr. Pat, make sure you go to drpatriciarogers.com, which is drpatriciarogers.com. She's got a gift for you there on public speaking tips. Go to the events that she's hosting. I do my best to get to her events as well because she attracts amazing people and it's about visibility. So go to hottopicspeakers2024.com .eventbrite.com. Get in touch. The team has put all different links in the chat for you to connect, and grow your visibility, grow your brand, make it memorable. Like let's not complain. I don't have enough clients. Well, what are you doing? That's my Brooklyn comes out. What are you doing? Don't just complain. What are you doing to change things? And Dr. Pat will show you how.
yes. And I want to just add
All
this.
right.
We are also, everybody that comes to our events, and some people we have followed us the whole year. They may not stay at the whole event, but they understand the process. The process is when they show up for this event, they're going to get a free ticket to the next event. That's the first thing we do is give everybody a complimentary ticket. Put your emails in the chat, and we go back and we add all those names in the chat to the coming up January event. So they done figured it out. So whether they stay or not, but you got to show up. Complimentary tickets, though. Some people have complimentary tickets gets nothing because nothing from nothing leaves nothing. But if you invest in a ticket and something happened, you got to leave early, you can't show up, you're still going to get that information. And what I started doing because of this brilliant item that I have, resource called Chat Bridge Connect, I have stopped even allowing my attendees to go through the chat. I just have one of my sisters download that email list into the chat bridge, get all the emails that was put in the chat, and send them out to the whole list of
Yeah.
attendees.
Great.
So all y'all have to do
Yeah.
is import them, build your list exponentially if you keep coming to the events. And that's what stands me out from anybody, because I have not been to anybody's event, online or in person, and received an email list. So if that's not enough for you to make you pay for a ticket, then that just simply means you don't do follow-ups anyway. How about that?
Speaking the truth all the way. All right, that's amazing. Amazing. All right. I think we have one more question. So let me see. Somebody at phone number 847630. Did you have a question?
Yes, this
I
is
see your
Lynn
line.
Sanders coming in. Can you hear me?
Hi, Lynn. Good
Hi,
morning. You're
I'm
up
coming in, Pat. Oh my God, you are so amazing. I have to get reconnected with you. I just want to commend you, as everyone is saying. I woke up, I'm in California, it's 6 a.m. here, and I just thought, I saw the topic, I thought, I have got to tune in. And I want to just bring out to everyone's attention, not only do you give pearls of wisdom, but you've got the most amazing, loving, caring energy. It makes me smile. Everyone should realize that every word that we say carries an energy, and Dr. Pat has it. She's not only giving you gems, but she is uplifting you with her energy. And I'm smiling and getting goosebumps just listening to you. So I want to get reconnected, and I love your events, and I love what you're doing. And most of all, I love your energy that you're bringing out to everyone to uplift us all. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you, Lynn. That was awesome, awesome, amazing. And yes, 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 we need to get together again. And that's what it's all about, because everybody going all different directions. But one thing about it, like I say, we do see each other on this WPN coaching program platforms and the event. So we just a phone call away, just a click away. And you know that because I think me and you supposed to be doing something together some time ago, and you was getting it together. And I hear you. I'm watching you. I'm watching you just like everybody watching
you too.
And
I just want to say I love you.
Yeah, you come a long way, baby. You get it together. I love it. I love it.
Yeah,
so I look forward to connecting.
Yeah.
Thank you. Likewise. Thanks, Nancy.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Alicia will be
Thank
speaking
you for
at this
joining.
event
So
as well.
actually, you're back. Yeah, very good, very good. All right, my friends. Well, thank you, Dr. Pat. Thank you for joining us for this Wow Wednesday, for carrying the ball when my internet decided to take a rest. You didn't skip a beat. You didn't take a rest. You just kept on going. So thank you so much. And everyone here, you can tell how she cares about you. Join her for the upcoming events. Did you tell them about your live event next year?
Yes, I was able to talk about that. Nancy, can I tell you let me tell you the God thing and what just happened with your internet. I can't leave him out. When your internet went down and it kicked you out, it put me front and center. It put me in the spotlight because you was no longer there. And when it put me in the spotlight, God put me in a position I either do or die. And I knew I had to keep moving. So yes, I told them about the event, the live in-person event. We're looking for speakers for that event. We do have a special offer for that event. We only have 3 spots though, and I'm trying to save that for my coaches. But we got 4 spots. That if you want to speak for free, and you bring me 2 people who will pay to speak, you'll speak for free. So I want to put that out there. I know everybody's not going to bite it, but I will tell y'all this. I told the first person I shared that with was Susie Prue, and she said, I'm in. Because it only makes sense. It only makes sense. In order for us to get what we need to assist us in that journey, then I figure, we decided the other day to open up 4 spots so that I could bring my coaches in, because I know you got a community. Trish got a community. When you bring Trish, you gonna already have your one. How about that? Because she's not here. How about that? So you get her before she gets you.
I
And
love
all you
it.
got to do is send me one more. And so that's the way it works, ladies and gentlemen. God gives us
Very good.
vision. And I just thank him for all the things that he has done for us and through us and through the WWPN Women's Prosperity Network organization. Every dime that I've paid, every free event that I've attended has been well worth my life because I am in retirement. And if it was not for this organization, I ask myself sometimes when I get tired, you can't quit. Where you gonna go? I'm not gonna be at another community like this because it's none other like this because I network with a lot of people and I will not leave this organization because it keeps me alive. I ain't giving you God, you ain't God, but I know he directed me on this course and I tell him thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, in my closing, you cannot have success without sacrificing something. I'm Dr. Patricia Rogers, Visibility Strategist, and I am the CEO of Unity in Service, where people
People
need
need people.
people.
All right,
Go
all
ahead,
right.
Nancy.
Thank you so much, Dr. Pat, for filling me up, for filling our audience up, and for keeping your visibility, your energy going in such a beautiful way so that we all grow and prosper. I want to say to everybody listening in, first of all, if you've been here for the whole show, kudos to you. I give you a special blessing and gratitude as you head into this holiday weekend where we give thanks for all that we do have and give thanks to our hearts and our minds and our visions as we move forward. Take care of your family, take care of yourself, take care of each other. That's what we got here because people need people. I love you, Dr. Pat.
I love you too. I love
All
you
right.
too. And I love everybody and thank everybody. Thank all of you for coming today. I love you all. And I will see you all on December the 6th. And I'm just excited. I love you guys. Y'all made my day. Okay.
I
Thank you,
love it. I
Nancy.
love it. Thank you. Bye, everyone. Have a beautiful holiday.
Great Thanksgiving.
Bye, everyone.
Thanksgiving. Thank you.